Hi guys, welcome to Target Psychology, and this is a very special video, I would say, because in this particular video I'm not going to talk about any syllabus, I'm not going to talk about any unit, any topic or anything else. But in this particular video I'm just going to share some tricks, tips, or I would say studying strategies with you regarding NET JRF. So before starting that, let me introduce myself. I am Priya Malhan and I'm a master's in clinical psychology. I have qualified NET like 3 times. I have given it in 3 times in a row and I have qualified it, and it has been a great experience, a roller coaster ride. Also, apart from this, I am also a associate with ERA Life Skills, and I am a founder of a coaching institute named Target Psychology. Now, motive behind founding and starting Target Psychology was to basically provide students with the study material that is realistic, and at the same time that is something which is well researched, and it's not something that I have just picked up from one book and given to you, but I have researched it I have put in a lot of efforts to research the material, to make notes, to make videos, and then give you this. Because I have seen coaching institutes, what they do, they just pick up books, they just read from that, and that's it. So in order to break that chain, that's why I started Target Psychology. Anyways, let's begin with our topic. So a lot of my students, they come up to me and say ki I'm not able to study, how to focus in studies, how to start for NET JRF. So there is a 6-step strategy that I have devised. This is a 6-step strategy that I have used while I was preparing for my NET, and this is something I recommend to every student of mine. So what you basically need to do is, first, when you decide, now you should never go for NET JRF because your friends are doing it, or because it's fancy, or because it will give you a job. See, why we choose something should be purely because we really want to do it, and it should not be by pressure of society or pressure of parents or pressure of friends or anything, or just to show off. So that's not what you need to do. You really need to sit down, plan yourself, sit down and convince yourself that this is what I want to do and these are the reasons why I want to do. So once you are prepared, once you have prepared your mind for all the hard work you need to put in it, then comes the real game. So then second step is download syllabus. Now what a lot of students do is they simply download the syllabus, keep it in the phone or the laptop, and while they are just reading, they will just have a look, oh, I have done this topic, I haven't done that. But that's not how you should go. What you should do is, you should always take a printout of your syllabus, right? Once you have taken printout of your syllabus, then starts the real deal. What you do, you divide the topics present in the syllabus in 3 categories. Now these 3 categories are: category 1, which is a friend category, that is those topics which you know very well, those topics which you know from heart. Second category, which is an acquaintance category, or I would say relative category, because we know we do not visit them often, but we know they are our relatives, we know them and we will meet them somewhere, we have met them somewhere. So that's the second category. And third is the alien category, like those topics, alien or say stranger category, those topics which you have never came across, and these are something which is extremely new, which is like you haven't seen it neither in your masters nor in your bachelor's. So that's what decide if you qualify JRF or NET, because these are even though that's a small category of topics, it's like almost 20% of the syllabus, but at the same time this is the most important one, because this is the 20% where someone qualify the JRF and someone is qualifying only the NET. Now the next step comes is collecting the books. A lot of people say that so I was basically conducting a webinar and a lot of questions were asked that which one book to follow. Now I will never suggest you to follow just one book. although there are a lot of books available in the market, no doubt, there is Aryan, there is Truman's, there are a lot of books. Now these books are something which you definitely can refer to if you want to just practice the questions. Well and good, go for these. But if you have to do an in-depth study, never go for these books, please. Because see, a 10-unit syllabus which has like plenty of topics cannot be covered in just 800 pages, 800 to 1000 pages of a book which has MCQs also in it. So these do not give you an in-depth study. They will give you a basic overview, and basic overview is never enough to qualify NET. So start looking for various books. Suppose if you are preparing learning topic, then for learning find 3-4 different books. From each of the book, read the learning concept, and then whatever you have read, make your own notes. Make the notes of what you understood out of what you read. Find the research papers. So that's how you should always be going about it. Now the next step is when you actually start studying. Okay, you have divided the topics, you have got the books and everything, you have got the research papers. Now the real task begins, which is how to study. How much time to allocate to one particular topic. So what you can basically do is you have divided the topics in friendly, acquaintance and the alien ones. So let's assume you are preparing for June 2020 nets, June 2021 net, which is like almost, I would say 1 year away from now, right? 10 to 12 months away from now. So if that's the case, what you will do, you will simply start with the alien topics. Pick up those topics which you do not know at all. Pick those topics, find research papers for them, find books for them, and start studying them. Then go for acquaintance topics, and last but not the least, go for the friendly topics. Don't forget to revise your friendly topics, because that's the mistake a lot of students do. They just focus so much on the difficult and the alien topics that they almost forget to actually even look at the friendly topics, and their basic get messed up and the scores get messed up. So start with this series. Now if you have 2 to 3 months left in your exam, so what you can do is you can pick up the friendly topics first, because we know these topics are strong, we know these topics by heart, so we just need to revise them once. So revise them once, then go for the acquaintance topics, which you have read somewhere, where you will find it in the books. You will just open the book, you will just read it, and you will know the concept, you will understand the concept. Now last, pick up the alien topics, and that too is optional, because it make up like just the 20% of the syllabus, right? Now for 20% of the syllabus, you cannot take the 80% of the syllabus. So pick up those topics at the last, if you have just 2 to 3 months left for preparation. If that's the case, you're understanding what I'm trying to say. If it's a 6-month deal, if it's a 6 to 7 month deal, pick the alien topics first, make them strong, and then go. But if it's a 2-3 month deal, pick the friendly topics, make them strong, pick the acquaintance topics, make them strong, and alien topics if you feel like doing it, otherwise you can leave them also. Now last is download the previous year question papers. Now in 2017 the pattern changed for NET. Previously there used to be 2 papers for psychology, 1 paper for paper 1, but now it's one paper 1 and 1 paper for psychology. So the pattern changed. In 2018 NTA started conducting it online, so again the type of questions you get changed, and in 2019 the syllabus changed. So a lot of things have changed. Now you do not need to spend a lot of time in 2010, 14, 15 types of question papers, but simply pick up question papers from 2018. Now how to solve previous year question papers? You cannot just simply pick up the papers, see the right answer and be done with it. No, always pick up the wrong answers. You have got the right answer for the question, but you should always analyze why the other options are not the answer. Because what is an answer in today's paper can be a question in next year's paper, right? So we cannot just stick to the right answers, but we should always find out that what is this concept, that why these three options are not correct and why this is the option which is only correct. So that's how you should solve your previous year question papers. Just simply looking at the answer of previous year question paper never helps. So you should analyze them. Now a lot of students ask me this question that what we should do. Should we go for deep study or should we go for just solving the previous year question papers? See, these two things you can understand with the help of a milkshake analogy. So what you do is you have milk and you have chocolate. You have a mixer grinder, which is actually the process. So let's keep it aside. So milkshake will you can make milkshake only if you have milk and chocolate or a cocoa powder in place of a chocolate. So you need both things to make it. Similarly, our NET JRF, cracking it is our milkshake. So to crack it, we need both deep knowledge of our subject as well as a scenario of what have been asked till now, whatever we have got questions, whatever questions we have got in previous year question papers. So you should follow both of the things correctly. You cannot just simply rely on one thing. So that's a basic strategy you should always follow. Now how number of days you can allot. So I have made this one, this is how I study. So here are the unit number and these are the number of days. So the pink ones are the number of days if you have 6 or 7 months to prepare. So that's the ideal number of days you should allot to that particular unit, and the blue ones are the number of days you should allot if you have just maybe 2-3 months to prepare. So you can just take a screenshot of it and modify it a bit according to yourself, according to the topic you feel is more important to you. So it's individual choice how much time you want to allot to one particular topic. That's a basic overview, but you can always modify it. Now how to solve MCQs. So a lot of people do this mistake, that when they are solving MCQs, they simply choose what they feel is right. That's not how you solve MCQs. But you should always see, when you are solving MCQs, never try to find the right answer. Always try to eliminate the wrong answer. Suppose we have 4 options A, B, C, D. Now we know that D is definitely the wrong answer. So what we will do is we will try to find more wrong answers, those answers which are not the answer to those options which are not the answer to the question. So that's how you should go by. You should always go by the elimination method. Now to solve assertion reasoning questions, you should always try to find a relation between the assertion statement and the reason statement with a because. That is, try linking two statements with the help of because. If you think that it fits there, then your option A is correct, which is A and R true and R is explanation of A. And if you think it's not fitting in there, then your option B is correct. Then see, first thing is to know that if both the statements are correct. We know that both the statements are correct, so our C and D options cancel out there. Now we have only 2 options left and we have to decide from those. Then the because option comes into play. So that's one thing. Now the cutoffs. So cutoff for NET usually goes, so the cutoff of NET usually goes for 57 to 62 for general category, and for JRF it is 63 to 66, and for the reserved categories it is 50 to 57 for NET and 57 to 62 for JRF. Now 4 to 5 up above, it keeps on happening, 2-3% up above, but that's like a general thing you have to do. Also, while you are solving paper, while you are preparing for it, don't just focus on paper 2, focus on paper 1 equally, especially the data interpretation and maths. What you can do is you can just pick up 10 questions every day and solve it. For maths, just pick up 10 questions, solve them and be done with it. Because until and unless you practice maths, you will not be able to solve the data interpretation. Also, you will not be able to solve the rest of the 5-6 questions that you get for maths. So in order to score well in paper 1, you need to practice maths. That's one thing, keep in your mind. If you're afraid of maths, make maths your friend, and the best way to do that is practicing questions. Also about paper 2, statistics. So for statistics, don't just go by theoretical methods, but try relating things in statistics. Suppose I know what's the formula of mean, I know what's the formula of standard deviation. Try relating these two formulas. I know what is Kruskal-Wallis formula. I know what Wilkinson's formula is. So when you know such formulas, don't just remember the formula, but remember the definition. Remember the hypothesis these things are testing. Remember how these things vary when mean or standard deviation or variance is varying in the in the question. So if you know these relations well, you will be able to solve the 10 questions very well. So that's basically all about it. That is, first thing you need to do is stop being afraid of net. Net is not difficult, it's tricky. And to solve something tricky, you need to be creative, you need to be innovative. Also, how much time you should study, I cannot tell you that study for 6 hours, 7 hours, no. I can definitely tell you when to stop studying. And you have to stop studying when your body says that I cannot study more. And when does your body says that? When you will automatically start feeling heavy in your head, heavy in your eyes, your shoulders will start paining, your limbs will start paining. So that's basically the sign your body is telling you that please take rest. And when your body starts giving you these signs, please do take rest. That's the one important thing to study well. Take good rest in between, and don't just overdo it. Do it as much as you can, because okay, we know that people say that particular topper studied for like 13 hours a day, but they did not study continuously. What they did was they listened to their body properly, they listened to the signs, they knew when to stop and when to start. So that's what you need to know about yourself, about your body, about your mind. So understand yourself first and then start preparing. It's not tough. We still have 3 to 4 months to go for NET this time in 2020, depending on the COVID situation. So you still have enough time to qualify it, enough time to crack it. So just start studying and just start preparing and be great. Like, if you are not happy, if you are not healthy, you cannot do anything. So the first step is to be happy, to be healthy, and to be prepared for all the hard work it requires. So I guess that's all from my side. And any further tips? See, there are no shortcuts. That's one thing. There are no shortcuts. You have to put in hard work. Only then you will qualify it. So keep your mind open, keep your mind clear. And if you have any further questions, do ask me in the comment section. Do subscribe our channel, please shower us love. And yeah, that's all. Follow us on Facebook for more videos, for more motivating videos. I'll be coming up coming up with such videos more in the future. So like, share and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon so that you know when we are coming live. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.